Hey guys, I'm Coach Gina and I'm here today to take you through your body weight core exercise for today. I would like you to have a set of dumbbells lighter than what you would normally use for a strength-based dumbbell workout, but dumbbells nonetheless. If you don't have any dumbbells, I'm going to show you options without them, so please don't let that deter you from doing today's workout. All right, we have a 15-minute down chain AMRAP today, which I'll talk about in more detail once I get you guys warmed up. So we are going to be doing almost all of our warm up on the floor today. So what I would like for you to do is grab one weight, lying down on the floor. Want you to bring your knees over top of your hip. Your weight is going to be just over top of your sternum, and we're going to go into a crunch. Lift and lower, lift and lower. So reaching that dumbbell right to the ceiling, driving rib cage to hip, getting the core warmed up, getting the hip flexors warmed up. That's by keeping the legs lifted. We stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You can place that weight down and bring your legs down. And now we're just gonna do a little toe tap here, continuing to warm up hip flexors. And when you're ready, go ahead, reach for your shoes, tuck your chin. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk your feet close to your butt. We're gonna take it up into a glute bridge with 3 pulses. So up, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Lift, 3, 2, 1, and drop. Good, so push into your heels, chest toward the chin, belly button tight. You really wanna make sure that you are breathing even though you're driving belly button in. Does not mean that we hold our breath. 5, 4, 3, and rest here. All right guys, next thing that we're gonna do is lift. We're gonna do some penguins here. So you're going to reach for your ankle. So the shoulders are lifted off of the mat, getting the obliques warmed up. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, that's time. Let's go ahead, flip it over into plank. So shoulder is gonna be just above elbow, knees or toes for your plank, pushing the heels away. You wanna keep chest and hip square to your mat. Make sure you breathe. Option is to drop to the knees, perfectly fine. And let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, go ahead and relax. Come up so that shoulder is directly over top of the elbow, neutral spine. Just gonna do a few bird dogs. Getting back in the butt and the spine, all ready to do some work today. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. And the last thing that I want to do is we're going to go back onto our back and we're going to practice taking our feet, walking them out, and walking them in. Let's do that again. Walk them out, walk them in. Now, can you lift your shoulders? Walk the feet out and in. Last one, and time. All right, team. Quick warm up to get the abs ready, get the hip flexors ready for some awesome work today. All right, in your workout today, as I mentioned, it is a down chain AMRAP. We start at 50 of each. We go to 40, 30, 20, 10, okay? So there are 4 exercises. You're going to rotate through them. So you'll finish 50 of the first one, 50 of the second one, third, fourth, and then 40, and then 30, 20, and 10. So let's talk about it. Pistol crunch. You're gonna need a light weight. You're gonna lie down so that your legs are flat down on the mat, shoulders are down, tucked back away from your ears, and you're just gonna crunch. Now, a variation, we did this in the warm-up, would be to bend the knees if you find that your butt and your back are lifting off of the mat. So, option 1, keeping everything flat down on the mat, okay? 50 of those. And then we have heel touch crunches. So, just like we did in the warm-up, you're going to touch the heel with your pinky finger. I call them penguins, but you want to reach for your shoe, okay? So that's gonna be your heel touch crunch. And then we have a Russian twist. Russian twist has lots of different options, so I want you to choose the one that works best for you. Option 1, feet down, weight in hand, reaching behind you, just behind the hip. If that's too easy, go ahead, pick up the legs. If that's too hard, drop the weight. You can also drop the weight and keep the feet down. We're gonna count those each side, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, same with the heel touch crunches. You'll count each one as 1. And then last but not least, we have flutter kick. So on your flutter kick, once again, there are a lot of options here. Hardest option, arms are gonna be out over the head, legs out. You're gonna lift up shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can bend the knees, okay? Here, you can drop the head. You can drop the head and do straight legs. That's gonna be up to you. The important thing on those flutter kicks, you guys, is that we're not letting the back and the butt lift up off of the mat. You should always be secure down on the mat. So you're gonna know you need to take an option if you find you're lifting up off that mat. And I'll talk about that in the workout as well. So 50 pistol crunches, 50 heel touch crunches, 50 Russian twists, 50 flutter kicks. When you get done with those, 40 of each, 30, 20, 10. Look, we have 15 minutes to get through as many as we can. The goal is to get to 10. If you finish, get all the way down to 10 with that flutter kick, you rest and you wait for the cool down. All right, go ahead, grab a sip of water, grab those weights if you haven't gotten them already, and I'll see you in just a few seconds. Hey guys, welcome back to your body weight core workout today. We have a down chain AMRAP starting with 50 pistol crunches. You need light dumbbells, lying flat on the floor, legs straight out, arm up with that dumbbell. Here we go, 50. So you just want to aim that dumbbell right to the ceiling, keeping butt and back on the floor, light tuck on the chin. Option, bend the knees if you need to. You guys know I can't count by now, right? So if I actually do 50 of these, it's gonna be nothing short of a miracle. Push that weight up, long spine, back on the mat. Now, if you start to find that your head and neck are getting tired, take a little break, reset yourself, breathe, brace that core tight, and then jump right back in. You can also drop the weight, or if you don't have dumbbells or you're exercising today, you are still going to get a great workout even without holding the dumbbell. You might be getting close to 50 by now. If you hit 50, the next exercise are those heel touch crunches. So you do want to lift your shoulders up off the mat, and we are touching the heel of our shoe with our pinky finger. So we would count each one. So 9, 10, 11, 12, etc. Keeping the chin tucked slightly, reaching that pinky finger right toward the heel of that shoe. Even if you want to think that outside ankle bone, you need a little break, rest the head and neck, reset yourself, breathe, jump back in. You can break these down into 25, 25. 50 is a lot of reps. You might be getting close to 50 on these. Your next exercise is going to be that Russian twist. On the Russian twist, once again, if you have that dumbbell, what I like for you to do is sink back, make sure your core is tight, hold that weight, and then you just come behind the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, options are going to be to drop the weight, lean back, feet down, or feet up, no weight, or anything in between. If that is still too much, you can come down onto your back and you can go 1, 2, 3. Still going to be working those obliques, okay? And then last but not least, you can sit up a little bit more here and reach behind you, especially if you have any sort of back problems. I would prefer that you either take this option or the one that you're lying on your back. Might be getting close to 50. The end of this one, you have your flutter kicks. So, flutter kick, lying flat to start, arms out. We're gonna lift shoulders, we're gonna lift legs. 1, 2. Option, bend the knees. Option, drop the head. So you can take any of these options. You can even lift and do the legs, or you can lower and have straight legs. You just want to make sure that your core stays tight, and you want to make sure that you're not pulling up off the floor. The back and the butt should stay connected to your mat. All right, team. Now, if you're finishing up those flutter kicks, you have finished your 50 round. Now we go in to your 40 round. Each exercise, now we go 40 times. Pistol crunch to start you out. That weight comes just over the sternum. You want straight legs out, lift and lower. You can break these up. If you want to do 10, take a little rest, breathe, and then jump right back into it. Again, take a rest, especially if your neck is starting to bother you. Option, bend the knee. You can also drop the weight. Come right here.
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me.
Once you hit 40, if that's the number that you're on, next up comes those heel touch crunches. So you're gonna bend your knees, feet are flat on the floor, lifting up the shoulder, and then just tapping. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to rest, reset, breathe, and then jump right back in. Remember, the goal is to get all the way down to 10. You have about 8.5 minutes left. So I just am telling you that to make sure you don't stay in that rest zone for too long. It absolutely is fine to rest, but you don't want to spend a whole minute resting because it's going to lessen your chances of getting all the way down this chain.
She needed mental talk, so blame it on
Once you hit your number, I'm still in my 40s. So once I hit 40, my next move is gonna be that Russian twist. So you're gonna have a dumbbell if it's available to you. Showed you lots of options on these. So again, I just wanted to do a quick reminder, if you have a back problem, I would prefer that you sit yourself up a little straighter, no weight, and you're gonna do your Russian twist here, or you can come down onto the back and you can do a bicycle crunch. That's for my back problems out there. Otherwise, got lots of options for Russian twist. Feet up, weight in hand. Feet up, no weight. Feet down with the weight. Feet down, no weight. So lots to choose from there. I want you to be mindful of your back, especially on those Russian twists. Check in, how are you feeling? Brace that core tight. Make sure back is protected at all times. And again, you can always sit it up a little bit more if you need to, especially if it's hurting your back. Once you hit your number on those Russian twists, we go into flutter kick. On that flutter kick, you're gonna lie down, lift up the chest, and go. Option, bend the knees. Option, head down. Option, head down with straight legs. No matter what option you're going to be taking on those, please make sure, once again, back and butt are not lifting up off of your mat. Once you hit your number and you're on the flutter kicks, we go back to the top, you drop 10 and you start over again. So we start over again on the pistol crunch. I'm at 30. You might be on 20s, that's great. You might still be on 40s, that's awesome. Just make sure that once you finish those pistol crunches, you drop 10 and you start back from the top. Option on these is to bend the knees. Once you finish with your pistol crunch, heel toe crunch is next. Heel touch crunch. I talk so fast. So on that, you know the drill. Tapping close to that heel or that little outside ankle bone. Whew, those are hard. You guys feel those when you're doing them? Whew, I love it. Love to feel that burn in my abs. Once you hit your number on heel touch crunch, Russian twist is up next. And now is a great time for me to tell you, you have 4 minutes left in this workout. So let that help you decide, where are you at in your workout? Should you shorten your breaks a little bit? I really want you to try to get as close to that 10 round as you can, okay? After Russian twist is that flutter kick. Keeping in mind on that Russian twist, guys, if you have back problems, please take those options that I showed you. We always want to take our form first, make sure we're taking care of the back, We can always add on later, but please make sure you take those options that I gave you. All right. Once you finish flutter kick, that is where you chop off 10 and you start back from the top. So we're at whatever number you're on. I was just finishing up my 30s, so now I'm gonna drop to my 20s, starting back with that pistol crunch. You have about 2.5 minutes left. Once you get there, you have that heel touch crunch next. Whatever number you're on, complete it. And then Russian twist comes up after the heel touches. You see, as we start dropping down, how quickly these rounds go by. Don't lose your form though, guys. I don't want you to rush through it, okay? Try not to rush. We always want to take form first. And flutter kick comes after Russian twist. And once you get to that flutter kick, you have 30 seconds left. If you're already done, go ahead, lie flat on your mat and wait for the stretch. But if you're not done, I want you to work these last 25 seconds. Get through as many as you can. Ten seconds, guys. Keep working. Work till that bell. And time. Whew. How'd you guys do? That was a tough core workout. I know I definitely felt it in my core. I hope you felt it in yours too. Let's go ahead, grab knees into the chest, releasing that low back, and then release those legs a hair. Take them, drop them to one side, arm falls opposite direction of the legs. Breathing here, giving that back a nice stretch. And take knees back to middle and just drop them to the other side. Your shoulders should not lift up off the mat for this. So if that means that you can't come down quite as far, you can bring it here, as long as it means that your shoulder is down. All right, team, 3, 2, 1. Come on back in. I want you just to let those legs open as you lie here. Nice stretch in those hip flexors. When we're on our back a lot with our legs up in the air, it is taxing on the hip stretch. Oh my gosh, I talked too fast. I told you. It is taxing on the hip flexors. So we just want to take a second to give those hip flexors a stretch. Good. And go ahead, lift yourself on up. Bring your feet together. A little more hip flexor stretch here. Breathe. Good, take your legs out straight. One leg crosses the other leg. Give that leg a hug and then look over your shoulder. Flip out for the other side. Look over that shoulder. Good. Bring yourself back in. Go ahead, just roll out those shoulders for me real quick. Interlock, push out, reach up and out. You guys, I hope you had a great workout today. Great job completing it. I'm always so proud of you. Make sure you're proud of yourself. You're the one who showed up and did the work. Keep coming out to play with us. Can't wait to see you next time. Drop us a note on the app or on Instagram. We always love hearing from you guys. Have a terrific day. Bye.